Is that the child? What? Why did he turn into like a little Dr. Wright from SimCity? I am called Quamp. Oops, I spoke to a stranger. Wow, these seasons must be going real fast. Vinny, did you ever see that video of a bunny beating one of the bosses in Bloodborne? Excuse me, what? Do you know how long it took me to beat some of those bosses? That one's real, but they were pretty over-geared. Alright, fair enough. I wonder if it's possible to make a video game that, like, a dog can play. But, like, not just play it and mindlessly play it, but actually, you know, something simple enough that the dog can understand what's happening. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this is how animals will evolve to, like, you know, human-like intelligence. We just give them video games to play. Vinny, dogs are pretty stupid. Try cats. You're gonna upset a lot of dog owners. I mean, I don't entirely disagree with you, but I've seen some stupid fucking cats. How about a cat that claws at the door? I've seen some smart dogs and stupid cats and vice versa, but I've seen a dog... No, sorry, how about a cat that claws at the door to get in, meows loudly, you let the cat in, you close the door, and then they claw at the door to get out. And then they do the same thing over and over and over again. Oh, that's all cats, huh? Smart, eh? I'd like to see them play Counter-Strike. Stupid cats. I'm better at cat than video game. How about a cat that inserts its face into a sock and then suffocates and tries to get it off? No, I mean, it doesn't die. It puts its own face in a sock because it wants to wear the sock as a face. And then it realizes it can't breathe well. I'm just telling you things I've seen. Remember, my dad has a cat. Just gonna suffocate a little bit, Stan. Suffocates is not a good word. What do you want me to say? Has a happy fun time? Is there a good euphemism for suffocates? Breathing difficulties. Okay, got it, thanks. Okay, so let me, I said the sentence wrong, because if suffocate implies death, then the word would be more... begins to panic as it cannot breathe as well as it did previously. So that was the wrong word for it, then, if that's the case, yes. That was my bad, as the kids say. Vinny, you could have just said panics and gotten the point across. I doubt the cat has much difficulty breathing through a sock's fabric. You know this whole conversation was just for laughs, right? We're still on this? I can imagine, I can see it now. Vinny, why did you hurt that cat? No, it put a sock on its own face! No, why did you do that to the cat? No! Vinny, we watched your stream tonight and we thought it was hilarious when you talked about suffocating cats. We'd love to sponsor you. Here at $catclub.year. Once a year, we send you a new cat. Anyway, what I'm trying to say, cats are bad at video games. Don't at me. As the kids say, in the parlance of the kids. So I have to help the pirates. We're talking about the Subrosian pirates, yes? Vinny, which Link design is your favorite? I am still partial to the Link to the Past manual artwork, which also applies to this Link, kind of, and, Link's Awakening. Now, you see, Link didn't have pink hair in the manual. In the artwork, it was just Link. Your favorite Link design is the one without pants. Not this one. There's a better one where he has all his items that I like. That one's weird. You get a little too much Link thigh. I don't know if I want to see that much Link thigh. What We Do in the Shadows finale, I wanted to talk about for a second. Because why not? Got 4 hours to kill. So, my dumb vampire show has finally ended. And it was good. It was a good finale. It tied up a lot of plot lines, it was funny, and it made me... It actually set up something for Season 2 that I think is going to be very interesting. Colin Robinson. They did a really good job with that show. I love it. And I think it got greenlit for Season 2. And if not, then I'm going to, I'm gonna write some strongly worded letters. It did get renewed? Nice. Yeah, Link doesn't have pants. But, I mean, it's a little less thigh. It's fine. Okay, so I gotta go to the desert. Where is the desert? Where am I looking? South is bottom right? Oh, south. Okay. Gotta enter from Horon Village? Shit, man. A lot of me is just now just failing at navigation. Well, I appreciate the help anyway. Otherwise, we'd be here a lot longer. I'd just be running in circles. Well, I've been doing that anyway, but... Vinny, let desert sleep. I'm not desert. When I say desert, unless I say... You can sleep. You'll look for the bell, and I can go back. Thank you. Yeah, the pattern I thought was 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4. Someone posted John, what was his name? Riccardi. He is like a game reviewer from I think EGM, maybe Electronic Gaming Monthly. Anyway, I forget what his name is. He posted a picture of E3 2000. I think it was just E3 2000. John Video Games. And it was the original version of Zelda. Triforce games. It was just a promotional image, but it was cool. I'm gonna dig that up for you in a moment. Back when it was a trilogy. I'm not explaining it well because I'm focused on the video game, laser sharp focus that cannot be broken. As a professional streamer, memer, and video gamer, I have to be laser sharp focused at all times. Oh, right. Quicksand ring. I probably would have gotten stuck in this game for like a week. If someone didn't just mention that you have to take off that damn ring. That's right, laser focused. And you know how you get laser focused? You drink pineapple juice. I remember, but yeah, I do remember this dude from back in the day. He was... Has he reviewed... EGM, yeah. Electronic Gaming Monthly. I remember reading his reviews. So this is what it looked like at E3 2000. It was still a trilogy. Imagine having 3 new Zelda games to look forward to. 2 is still pretty good, though. I remember being really excited when these games were about to come out. And they delivered, but I just never finished Ages, for some reason. I was like Zelda'd out a bit by that time. I was like, I think I've had enough. And then I came back to it a while later. Beta64 said in chat just now, gotta make a video on that. The problem with that topic is, and I'd love to see you make a video on that, but the problem is I don't think there's a lot of information or footage or anything like that. I'm pretty sure there, well, you might be able to get a 5-minute video out of it. Vinny, there's a lot of information out there. Really? I thought there wasn't. I was too laser focused on the video game to be smart. Ahoy! When I was searching the desert for the bell, I got caught in a sandstorm. I woke like this. I can't go on to the afterlife. If you pity me, help me find that bell. Me skull is rolling out in the desert. Find that first. I would love to compile the information on what could have been a trilogy of games. I think, I don't think any footage of the 3rd game exists. Been waiting, matey. Now let's find that bell. Carry me around, I'll tell you if I think we're close. Collaboration. You know, what's the song? Vanilla Ice, we go stop, collaborate, and listen? I do the stop and listen part. I don't do the collaborate part so well. So how come the Sonic movie doesn't have Vanilla Ice in it? You dropped me! Ah, fuck. Okay, I think I understand what's happening now. So it turns out... I was gonna say, it turns out that you... If you can go down one of the pits, you have to unequip the ring. Otherwise it'll just damage you, even if you have the ring on. But apparently this dude knows where the bell is, so we'll just keep walking around. Yep, didn't take long for someone to make a bell end joke. Yo, Farouk, check it. You is the rot bell end. I don't know how much I like this part of the game. If I have to take that ring off to do it, that would suck. Ah, you eat! Someone just said Vinny checks the same 3 screens 10 times. There's only a couple screens. You mean I've checked every screen several times? If this fucking skull wasn't so silent about it, I wouldn't have had to do such a thing. Fuck you, skull. Someone just said, am I crazy or have the Twitch icons changed? Yeah, they made them round. for some reason. I didn't think they were broken before, but... Okay. It took a while. That's it, no doubt about it! Uh-oh, that's Captain's bell, but I hope that'll do. It's awful rusty. Now, at least I can go on to the afterlife now. The rest is up to you. God, I so envy him. Vinny, what is your favorite Zelda ship OTP? Nah, mate. Nah, dog. Vinny, what's your favorite class of nautical ship? The tugboat boat. It tugs a tugboat. Or perhaps a chugboat. I'm not sure. Whatever the HMS Terror was, I like that. Speaking of the HMS Terror, did they ever find the log for the Erebus or the Terror? Because last year they said they were possibly on the verge of finding the log. They did. I gotta look that up. The HMS Terror was catch or bomb catch. It deployed mortars against enemy ships. Cool. I love that this thing is in both worlds. That's so fucking great. Vinny, what are your thoughts on the Sprint and Verizon merger? I don't know? It's happening? That's real? It's Sprint and T-Mobile, not Verizon. I don't really have much to say about any of that. Mergers always scare me. The closer we get to a monopoly on any kind of thing, it's like, oh, I don't know about that, but... I mean, whatever. I'm an economist. That's right. 5 years of economy I studied. Last I heard, FTC said no-go in its current state due to antitrust stuff. Okay. I have a question for you, chat. Is there a way in Windows 10, in the file manager, to have the file manager remember your last setting? So, for example, my folders for BRB images... This is going to be a tough one to explain. My folders for BRB images keep defaulting back to a weird sorting. Like, they sort by, name. Right, by name, when in reality, they should be sorting by, I have to go in and sort them by date manually every single time. So, for example, if I go into my BRB folder, I want to just choose the more recent BRBs instead of ones that are starting with the letter A. And it resets every day. So every single day that I stream, I have to do that. There's a setting in folder options to apply current settings to all similar folders. Options, change folder, set options, it should be there. This is a recent thing, and I haven't had a chance to even look into it. Vinny, why don't you just put them into their own folder? Well, because then that folder would sort by name as well. Vinny, tell the artist to name it accordingly? What, so every BRB gets named AAAA1, AAAA-1, AAAA-2. A bell of great value. He's gonna polish the bell. Do it. Splendid answer. Straight and to the point. Here we go. The thing is, they get named... Actually, they get named based on, their upload on the Buru. So, even if they do name it, it's still gonna reset when I save the image. So... It's not that big of a deal. But thank you for the suggestions. That time I actually did ask for help. And I got some good suggestions. I'm gonna try them out. Fucking hell. These fucking pirates, man. God. I don't know why I saw this, I was like, dead end. In my mind, in my laser-focused mind for video games was like, hey, that's a dead end, dummy. Vinny, you don't need to use Windows and shouldn't rely on it as a crutch to play games. I love chat so much. I love the messages I see at random. They're fun. We're off, mateys, to sea. Aye, aye, sir. Now reporting, Captain. The ship's all fixed. We can set sail any time. To the ship. Wait, really? You're in between two deserts. Aye, we're off, mateys. Anchors away. Aren't these the same dudes from Superstar Saga? Aren't these the same dudes from that Tingle game as well? Who's to say? This boat is very powerful indeed. Very, very powerful indeed. We made it, Captain. The sea! By Jolly Roger, aye, go, mateys, this is it! Aye, aye, sir. Sea is truly me home. Me heart's come alive, aye, sound the bell! Subrosia is confirmed the Hollow Earth version of... Holodrum. Got a new Vinesauce animated based on something I said from my Zelda streams that you might be interested in. Oh, set anchor. I'll show you in a minute. Aye, we gotta get our sea legs. We'll rest here a bit. Convenient, thank you. At least me ship is still at sea. I'm a seafaring man after all. I thought they were gonna build a bridge here. Turns out the ship is the bridge. Aye, I'm off the ship, but I'm still reeling. Okay, so, K-Fray made this animation. It's called Snip the Snake. We're gonna take a quick break. And I'm going to play you a song based on the essence of the sun that I got. Excuse me, sir, you've been on the toilet long enough. You're gonna have to come with us. I'm not done! Snip the snake! Snip it! Come on! Oh my god. I'm not done! Put me back! Oh, it's so stupid. It is so stupid. Eat weed. So, yeah, nice work on that. It's a short little animation, but it gets the job done, I guess. I'll link it in chat. Yeah, if you make animations like this, I'm sorry if I miss them if you send them to me. It's best to, like, email me or tweet them to me, and if we're, you know, if I get a chance and if I remember, I'll show them, or if it's not completely awful. Because I've had some... I mean, I've had ones that were just, like... too weird for me, even. But I do like to show them on stream, and at some point I would love a Vinesauce animated playlist. Vinny, are you interested in Ghostbusters video game remake? I think it's just a remaster. Maybe. I've never played it. And I hear it's pretty much like Ghostbusters 3. I hear Bill Murray was real bored while he was recording his voiceover lines. Learning from Harrison Ford. Speaking of, there was a thing at, in Galaxy's Edge, which is, something they built. It's a Star Wars themed park in Disney, I guess? Change it to spring, go back over near the Hero's Cave for a secret enemy. Okay. Anyway, they did a thing, and they christened the Millennium Falcon that they have over there. And, Billy D. Williams and, Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford were there. And Harrison Ford looks really good for his age, by the way. He's got a beard now. And, so, he did this thing where he looks... Well, he wasn't under the floorboard. I know people say that Harrison Ford has no interest in Star Wars, and apparently, you know, he's sick of it, and he doesn't want to hear about it, and it's dumb. But, I mean, he was there. They threw a lot of money at him, and that's one way to get Harrison Ford to get to your Star Wars event. Hang on a minute. There was a video that I want to show you. Anyway, it went wrong. It didn't go right, because Harrison, he points at the screen, he says, "This one's for you, Peter." And then, like, the fireworks go up prematurely. I'll show you. So, you know, Peter Mayhew, who played Chewbacca, passed away. So weird. Okay. So he shows up, everyone goes mental. So, they're laughing for some reason.
Peter. This one's for you!
It's like, wait a minute. This is gonna mute the stream, by the way. I'm gonna lower the volume a bit. But, yeah, then the fireworks go off a little late. Maybe like 10, 15 seconds too late. It was just a big mess. It was just a big fucking mess of a thing. And, yeah. Awkward. But, again, Harrison Ford does care about Star Wars. He does. If you pay him enough. Though, I'm gonna say something that makes a lot of sense. In the movies, the Millennium Falcon is a piece of shit, and pretty much always fucks up. So it's kind of on brand. Anyway, I might want to go to Galaxy's Edge sometime. I like waiting in lines. Vinny, I recommend it. You gotta go early. What do you mean early? Like, in the morning? Because God knows that's not gonna happen for me. I want to live in the Star War. But, for what they did open of it, I read a little bit about it, and apparently there is... You can build your own lightsaber. Alright? Now, I can feel the eyes rolling on the non-Star Wars fans, on the people that hate Star Wars. I can taste your anger.
Ooh, let the hate flow.
But you can build your own lightsaber, and it's like a station where you get to choose parts, and then you get to, you know, bring it with you when you're done. You get to keep it. And, from what I understand, the line to get a ticket for that was 40 minutes or so. And then the line to get to the front of the line was like 25 minutes. And then the line to get to the lightsaber building was 35 minutes. And then the line to get... It's like 2 hours total of waiting to get your lightsaber built. That's why when I go to Six Flags and I go and ride on roller coasters, I tend to ride the same roller coasters over and over again because they just don't have lines. And then there's the world's tallest roller coaster, King Dakar. I think it's the world's tallest. And that one... Yeah, the line is mental for that one. It's one of, so it's not the tallest, but it's one of, okay. Vinny, would you be interested in a service where you hire someone to wait in a long line for you, and then once they're up front, they just let you take their place? Holy fuck. Yes! That would be a great app. Uber Lines. Vinny, it just means rich people cutting the line, essentially. Yep. What would you do in the meantime? Wait on another line. So it's gotta be autumn here. Am I missing anything in these graves? Just want to know before I go into the dungeon. Dead bodies? I can get started on this dungeon for a couple minutes, but it's gonna be cut short, so... While that's happening, just give me a second, I should update Smash Brothers, because, apparently there's an update for it. There's some new balancing issues, and there's a VR mode. Gee, that sounds great. I want to put a switch on my face so I can see in between the pixels. I don't know what the changes are. Some people are saying Pichu got nerfed. I would very much like if that was the case. Vinny, does the app warp you to the Uber Lines location? It does, but there's a 50% chance that you get malaria. Palutena got buffed? She didn't need that. Palutena got nothing. Alright. Chat's very indecisive at the moment. I'm just gonna read the patch notes when I play the game. They removed playing custom stages online. Is that real? In all forms? No, they didn't. I think that chat member is yachting. It's amazing how one yacht could break the entire chat. Let me see. Too much porn. Yeah, but that's incorrect, though. People are saying that's incorrect. Vinny, they added Doom Guy to Smash. I just saw. Wow. Best update ever. Vinny, they added the ability to send your amiibo out on a journey. Like, oh, my actual physical amiibo? That's awesome, Dave Cap, who is a moderator of my chat room. Who I'm sure would not lie to me. But if I found out that I can't actually send my physical amiibo out on some kind of adventure, it's gonna be real shitty for both of us. Online journey, it's real. It trains online. Okay, it was real. So it just trains your amiibo and you get experience for it. You can call a lift for your amiibo you can hire the amiibo to wait online for you at Six Flags. Someone asked if I've ridden King Dakar before. I have, yeah, twice. Every other time I went to the park, there was either a crazy line, or the ride was broken down. And when I say broken down, I mean like, you know, they close the ride so they can do something with it. Which isn't the most encouraging thing you've ever heard in your life, because you'd imagine if the ride is that fucked that often, what's going on? Now, apparently the company that makes that particular ride, it's frequent maintenance. So their coasters are more thrilling, but require more maintenance. I think that I saw that on some YouTube channel at some point. Preemptive maintenance. Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever been decapitated by King Dakar, as far as I'm aware. But, I've talked about this on stream plenty, but I'll tell you again, one of the coolest parts about King Dakar is sometimes, because it's a... oh god. It's like a railgun. The ride is like a railgun. So, what that means is it could get stuck. And you can actually get stuck on the ride. Not stuck, but like it won't make it all the way to the top. And so it'll go backwards. Excuse me, it'll go backwards. So it yeets you. I'm not explaining this well. I'm doing a really bad job at explaining this, but yeah, the ride will get to almost the top because it's momentum based, and you won't go over the top of it like you're supposed to. So then it'll kind of like go backwards, and then it goes back down. Then they shoot you back up again, and then you complete the ride. It's called a rollback. Thank you. Yes. Am I bad at video games? I got this. I know what I'm doing now. It took me all this time, but I figured it out. Yep. Got it. It's probably like the last combination it could have been, too. That I probably tried every other one. But I saw it in my mind come together like a puzzle. Can someone mod this game to not have that horrible noise? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop here. Let's stop here, because, I wanna actually stream Smash and give it some decent time, because last time I didn't. By the way, there is a Castlevania Symphony of the Night balance patch that makes the game a lot harder. I've been informed about it. So that exists. But anyway, thanks for watching Zelda. I'll be back in a couple minutes with, Smash Ultimate, so stick around.